Ladies, tonight on the show, we are here to talk about, tonight I'm going to talk about the whole thing with the NCAA, and should players be, back in the day, like guys like, LeBron James, guys like that were able to go from high school, from senior year of high school to the NBA. And now the last few years, they made the rule that you must go 1 year to college before you can go to the NBA. To me, that is not fair. It really not. A lot of these guys have problems. A lot of these guys have money problems. They're coming from all the way down. Their father left them, and the mom had no choice but to raise the kid by herself. She had to do 2 jobs. Go for working at McDonald's from maybe 7 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, and then straight going to say Wendy's from 5 to like 11, 12 at night. And they really had a tough life. And the kid, what the fuck, I have fucking something in my... Anyways, the kid, he's first, I think basketball is, I would like to be an NBA player, whatever. But after a while, I think when they start growing up, in high school, they get a little bit older, they see their, they start playing, they see their mom, doing all by herself, being both the father and the mom. And then, when they start getting told by coaches, hey, you have a chance to be something special, you have a chance to be a star. I think it's not only about them anymore. I think it becomes about helping the mother, one day and literally not have to work anymore. From going, from working maybe 2 jobs, like I said, working from McDonald's maybe from 7 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, and then from 5 in the afternoon to maybe 11, 12 at night, having to work at McDonald's because that's the only way she can just fucking survive, they just don't have enough money. So I think the kid, his motivation becomes not just for himself to play in the NBA, but also to get his mother, to get her a better life, because, a lot of these guys feel like they deserve it. Come on, they do deserve it. Those women, those single mothers do deserve it. They fucking go through a lot, and not even, there's a lot of cases we don't know. LeBron James' mother did it, There's a lot of people, Kevin Durant's mother did it, with 2 children, actually. Kevin Durant has a brother. There's a lot of moms out there who went, shout out to all the single moms out there, who fucking, the husband fucking didn't have enough, and he ended up leaving. Shout out to all the single mothers out there who are watching the show tonight. So the kid gets motivated not just to be an NBA player for himself, but to also earn money, so one day he can tell his mom, here you go, here's, $1 million, go do whatever you want, you never have to work in your life again. LeBron James' mother, to this day, I believe, still lives with him, because he's never let her go. Because he's like, obviously he's grateful and happy that he helped them out, and then, but anyways. So, a lot of people think, oh, these guys just want to go to the NBA, they want to earn their money, they're not even ready to play, and that's true, some of these guys are not ready to play. I look at Ingram from the Lakers. To me, that guy needs to go fucking start eating McDonald's and then lifting, well, not McDonald's, but start eating more and lifting weights, because he is way too skinny from the NBA. He has improved. But at the same time, it is not fair. If these guys are talented enough, that they should be able to go to the NBA. They really should. Whether they're talented enough, or maybe they're talented enough, but it would be better, like I just put, like Ingram. You're a little bit too small. Maybe go to college for 2-3 years and start lifting weights, and then you can go to the NBA. Okay, I understand that. But some of these guys, yeah, sure, you get all the fucking free stuff. You get your scholarship and everything, and free food, free, you get the free dorm and everything. But that mom out there, she might not have to worry as much as for the kid anymore, but she still has to pay the bills and everything, and she still has to worry for herself. And if that kid has an opportunity to fucking go from high school to the NBA, he should be allowed to do it, and then, get his paycheck and, hey, mom, here you go, At least you don't have to work twice now. You can only work once, instead of going from 7 to 5 at Wendy's and then from 5 to 12 at McDonald's. Maybe now you can just go from 7 to 5 at Wednesday and then just go home, you know. And, you know, I think that they should be allowed to do that. And if say they don't want to go to college, you know, or maybe they feel like they're so good, but then when they get to the NBA, they realize, hey, you're not as good as we thought. You're like an Ingram, you're a little bit too small. The NBA has got to do a better job of creating minor leagues, like baseball. They really do. They have that D League, but to me that shit, it's not enough. To me, also basketball NBA has got to look in the mirror and create more of a like I said, more of a developmental system for these guys. To me, that is, I think that is something that to me baseball really, you know, everybody says baseball, nobody like it's so boring, whatever. Baseball probably lost the best out of all sports in developing the players. They get players when they're like 17, you know, and they spend years in the minor leagues, you know, 2-3 years, and then once they come up, they're ready to play. You know, a lot of those guys don't go to high school, don't go to college. They come directly from high school, spend 2-3 years in the minor leagues, and then they're in the major leagues. Maybe that's what maybe basketball should start doing more. If these guys, like if they feel they can play in the NBA, but then once they get to the NBA, they're like, you know what, you're a little bit too skinny, you need to gain some weight. You know, while you start doing that, start developing your game a little bit more, maybe develop a post-game show, a post-game game more, go to the minor leagues, you know, have like a minor league. Yes, you have a D League, but I think you need to do a better job, maybe have like levels like the baseball, major leagues have like double A, single A, double A, triple A, they even have rookie ball. You know, because it's not fair. So you're allowed to go to war at 18, but you're not allowed to play professional basketball. To me, that is horseshit. It really is. And, you know, how the hell is it going to be more dangerous to play professional basketball at 18 than it is to go to the military and fucking go to war? It's not fair. It's really not. It's really not. Whatever the case is, whether they have a problem, a money problem, they wanted to help their mom, their parents, their family, and they're talented enough, they should be able to go. Or if they just don't have anything, you know, they don't even have a money problem, they just feel like they're talented enough to go, they should be able to go. You know, I don't think they should have to go to the college if they don't have to. To me, that is BS. It is a waste of time to me sometimes for these guys to have to worry about taking 2-3 classes if they know they're not going to be interested in it. They know they're only there for 1 year. You know, Alonso said it, you know, the plan was to go to UCLA for 1 year and get the hell out of there. You know, you're wasting their time with classes. Instead of getting in the weight room, watching some film, you have them there. M equals AC square. Good job, Billy. What a waste of time. That's why I wanted to leave school when I was 11 years old. I'm like, this sucks ass. You know, I wanted to fucking, I feel like I'm so amazing with sports. I should start my YouTube channel years ago when my mom, you know, obviously can't do that, but imagine those guys who are professional and know they can do it, know how much money they can make to sit there for 1 whole year wasting their time instead of, they're allowed to play their games, they're allowed to practice, but you're limiting their workout time. Instead of going to the gym, instead of going to the weight room, instead of watching some extra film, you're staying in a classroom, M equals A equals MC square, where you know that's never going to help you out in your life. You know, your time would be more wisely spent in a weight room or in a film room. WTF, nerds. The nerd community is at it again. So to me, it is just BS. Why? And apparently, so let me tell you something. So they're saying they should take 1 more year. So from high school, freshman year of college, MBA. You're telling me that is so much difference of a maturity. You can mature so much in just 1 year. I guess you can. But to me, are you serious? Like, what's the difference of going from when I'm 17 to when I'm 18? There's really not. You don't mature way too much in that 1 year. You really don't. The only difference is your mother doesn't need to sign the fucking signatures. You know, you can fucking sign your signature for yourself. Other than that, what really changes from age 17 to age 18? You know? Do you get better? Maybe you get a little bit better in basketball. Sure, whatever. But would you get better going from high school to the NBA and not even in the professional league, but in the minor league NBA system, where, you know, a lot of those guys have a chance to one day make it to the NBA, than you do playing in a college. Say you go to LSU, a lot of those guys are gonna fucking end up being lawyers, you know, stuff like that, you know, mechanics, you know. You would improve more by either being in the NBA itself or being in a minor league, or being in the NBA in a minor league system, you know? Waste of time to me. And then you got this Arizona school paying the guys. Supposedly the Arizona were paying some player, what did they offer him, $100,000? I thought you were supposed to play for free. So it's just, there's some players that are actually getting paid to supposedly play for free. You know, supposedly you're playing for free, and that doesn't surprise me at all, because that's probably the way you convince these guys to play. You know, these guys don't want to play in the college. You know, they want to go to the NBA because they feel like I said, if they're not ready for the NBA, they can go to the minor leagues in the NBA. Just BS, it really is. School. People have got to understand. School is just, it's like a daycare so people stay off the streets, and then once you grow up, you graduate, you can do whatever the hell you want with your life. But to me, like, what the hell are you gonna learn in school? Read, write? You learn that in elementary school. Fucking, I'm sorry, junior high is a waste of time. High school's a waste of time. College, if you're smart, if you want to do something, like you want to be a lawyer, okay, go to college. But if you want to be a basketball player, wouldn't it suit you better to, like, whether go to the NBA, whether it's in the NBA or whether it's in an NBA minor league system, than to be sitting in college with, like I said, instead of being in the weight room, instead of being in the film room, you're sitting there, hey, equals MC squared. This is gonna take me somewhere. And also you're playing with idiots who, like I said, are just playing basketball for fun, for a hobby, for an activity, but at the end of the day, they're actually taking school seriously because, you know, they actually want to, first of all, they fucking probably can't fucking run that fast or defend or shoot, and they're actually having to take school seriously to be a lawyer, you know? But why would you waste your time, and how the hell are you supposed to get better from playing with a fucking idiot who's just using that as an extra activity, but is not taking it seriously because at the end of the day, he's more focused on his schoolwork to become a lawyer. You as a player, whether go to the NBA minor leagues or the NBA itself, where you know the competition, it's either the best players in the world in the NBA or some players in the minor leagues in the NBA who have a much better chance to get to the NBA than some fucking idiot who just doing it for a hobby, and at the end of the day, his main focus is on fucking being a lawyer. WTF? Like I said, this is why I wanted to leave school when I was 11 years old. I realized this is shit. Anyways, comment down below, and then also, it's just bullshit. Then you got some of these guys getting paid. You know, like that Arizona school's paying some kid $100,000. It's supposed to be for free. You know, you're supposed to play for free, but now you're getting paid. Of course they're paying them because, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if he necessarily didn't. You have, like I said, the rule says you have to go at least 1 year to college. You know, you have to go your freshman year, and then you can go to the NBA. So I wouldn't be surprised if that money was not for his freshman year, but for him to stay for a sophomore year, a junior year. You know, convincing him, hey, I'll pay you $100,000. So you don't leave me after 1 year. Stay here for sophomore year, freshman year, junior year. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm the man that runs the place, and I am MC, and I will see you later. Cannot believe this shit. If you're a teacher, I'm sorry, but school is for nerds.